Lately, video games have been under attack from the media and some politicians for causing and promoting violence and violent behavior. This is a false claim, and all it serves to do is to just muddy the waters of what the real causes of violence in today's society is, and limit the conversation that we can have on the true reasons why violence has started becoming so mainstream and the effects it's had on our society. To look at why that video games don't cause the violent behavior that the media claims that it does, we should first look at the statistics on both crime and video games. The first thing we'll look at is the statistics of video game sales in correlation to the crime rates. So from Procon, we can see that from the 1990s onwards, video game sales have increased pretty drastically, which you would expect to see, seeing as how prevalent they are now compared to back when they were just beginning. However, something that most people wouldn't expect to see, especially with all of the claims that video game causes violence, is that crime rates have dropped significantly and steadily since the 90s. Since 1990s, crime rates have dropped really, really far. Specifically, violent crimes. Violent crimes have decreased from anywhere from 30 to 60% decrease since 1990. For example, rape is down 30%, assault is down 42%, murder is down 45%, and assault is down 62%. So what this shows us is that there is no correlation between video game sales and violence, which you would expect to see, especially if video games cause more violent behavior and violent crime. So if there's actually been a decrease in the amount of violent crime, then why is it so common to hear people talking about video games causing violence and all the violent video games and all the violence in general? This is probably because of the media and how prevalent it's become and how a small story can just explode. So, for example, not just school shootings, but mass shootings in general have risen in recent years. During the 1949 to 1999, there were only 9 mass shootings. A mass shooting would be a shooting in which there were 10 or more casualties. So from 1949 to 1999, there were only 9, compared to 1999 to 2019, just 20 years where there were 18 mass shootings. Of these 18 mass shootings, you would expect, if video games caused them and they were the reason, you'd expect a majority of them to have a link to video games. Well, this is wrong. Actually, only 4 of those 18 shootings have a significant correlation to video games. These statistics were brought by Matthew Patrick of The Game Theorist. With this statistics in mind, it's easy to say that video games don't have a increase in mass shootings or violence in general. And so with these statistics in mind, we should stop blaming video games as the boogeyman that's causing violence and all the shootings lately, and look deeper and try to figure out what the actual root causes of this are, so that we can fix them and stop the needless killing of people so that we can have a better society. Thank you for watching my speech.